Teisha Bader with Shalom TV's news update for Thursday, February the 21st, 2013. As Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's efforts to form a coalition for the next Israeli government continue, several Israeli media sources are reporting that the leaders of three parties, Yesh Atid, Kadima, and Beit HaYehudi, met together privately in order to discuss their positions with regard to the coalition talks. Ynet reported that Yair Lapid, Naftali Bennett, and Shaul Mofaz met this morning in an effort to negotiate a possible three-way alliance between the parties. The Prime Minister has been holding coalition talks with various party leaders over the last few weeks, including with Lapid, Bennett, and most recently with Mofaz, which we reported to you yesterday. Ynet cited sources saying that the Netanyahu-Mofaz meeting did not yield any concrete agreements regarding positions in the next government. It was also reported that Netanyahu would be meeting again with Bennett of Beit HaYehudi tomorrow. A Jerusalem magistrate court ruling today will likely enable the release of a Palestinian hunger striker next month. As you may have seen on IBA News, several Palestinian inmates of Israeli jails have been on a long-term hunger strike, which has led to ongoing Palestinian demonstrations and clashes in the West Bank. The Jerusalem court today sentenced one of the hunger strikers, Samir Isawi, to 8 months in prison for violating the terms of his release under the 2011 Gilad Shalit prisoner swap. Before the Shalit swap, Isawi was serving 26 years for attempted murder for shooting at an Israeli bus and car. For the current charges, Isawi has already served more than 6 months, which according to today's ruling makes him eligible to possibly leave prison as early as March the 6th. Christian, Muslim, and Jewish leaders from the U.S. and abroad will testify before Congress next week on the rising threat of anti-Semitism in Europe. The hearing is of the House Foreign Affairs Committee's subcommittee on global human rights, and is called Anti-Semitism, a Growing Threat to All Faiths. Leading the hearing is New Jersey Congressman Chris Smith, who is the subcommittee's chairman and who also serves as co-chair of the House Bipartisan Coalition for Combating Anti-Semitism. The hearing, which takes place next Wednesday, will address how anti-Semitism is a threat not only to Jews, but to all people and to the very foundations of democracy. The Jewish Community Relations Council, or JCRC, of Greater Washington has established a legal defense fund to help defray the costs of the defense of Jews in the U.S. and abroad who the council determines have been wrongfully accused or imprisoned because of their religious or political beliefs. The first beneficiary of the fund will be the legal defense of jailed American Jewish contractor Alan Gross, who is serving a 15-year sentence in Cuba for providing computer and internet access to the Jewish community there. The Washington, D.C. JCRC has been continually advocating on Gross's behalf. They are now urging the Jewish community to help. Citing the Jewish value of pidyon shvuim, or redeeming the captive, the council is urging the Jewish community to give generously to the fund and also to become or remain active in asking lawmakers and other officials to speak out against Gross's wrongful detention and other instances of Jews in similar situations. The Jewish Council for Public Affairs will host their annual symposium in Washington, D.C. next month. The 2013 JCPA plenum, which brings together hundreds of Jewish leaders to study and debate the key issues of the day, is entitled Tolerance is Not Enough: Israel, Civility, and Social Justice. It will deal with such topics as gun legislation, the Jewish commitment to social justice, interfaith work, and the Middle East. Speakers will include Israel's ambassador to the U.S., Michael Oren. The 2013 plenum runs March the 9th through the 12th. And finally today, the Jewish Federations of North America have announced that next year's Tribefest will take place in New Orleans. The big gathering of thousands of young Jewish adults will kick off in the Big Easy March the 16th of 2014. Following the first two Tribefest events, both held in Las Vegas in 2011 and 2012, many federations reported increased involvement in their young adult communities. JFNA President and CEO Jerry Silverman said they have seen the profound effects that the program has had on its participants. He said Tribefest provides a lens for young adults to see the various ways they can engage and participate in Jewish life in their communities. And that's Shalom TV's news update for Thursday, February the 21st, 2013. I'm Teisha Bader.